Hello, I'm Andrew with the Options Manager community, and welcome to today's trade review. This trade is from August 22nd, 2025 on NASDAQ. Now, this trade ends up being a bittersweet trade, and you'll see the bitter part later, but first we'll get into the sweet part. Now, in this trade, I elected to take a short position, which is honestly the first short position I've taken since June. The first indication of me wanting to short this position was climbing into my resistance here at 23,329, this orange line, and I plot this line on Sunday nights. I actually have a set of lines that I plot, very few lines on Sunday night every single week, so I know what to expect throughout the entire week in terms of liquidity at certain areas. However, I can't make decisions off those lines. I have to use my system, which is the 3 criteria. If you don't know what that is, go watch this video. I plotted an explanation video a couple of weeks ago so you can understand what's going on. So as the price action climbs, the one thing I'm looking for here is volume into resistance. When I hit an expected resistance, I want to see volume to make sure that there's in fact supply there for the buyers to transact into. And in this case, we get exactly that. Now, this is the 1 minute chart. I don't make decisions off the 1 minute, but I do monitor the inflow of volume on the 1 minute. And that's exactly what we get here on the first instance. So we come up, we transact in resistance, we have a volume spike here. Price action consolidates, we have another test, a sweeping liquidity right here with the top wick, which tells me that we do in fact have supply there. So then I switch over to the 5 minute to confirm. And then the second that the sweeping red candle crosses below the prior high, the prior close high, here at 23,333, that's when I elect to go short here, at which my entry was 23,332. Right here. Now, once that happens, the price action quickly broke down. You see, we had the volume spike down here on the 5 minute. We have the move under the prior close. We have the nice aggressive red candle, all signs of the 3 criteria confirming a short position. So I enter the short, the position rolls down. As we clear out prior structure here, like this bottom wick at 294, that's when I begin to move my trailing stops lower. I do not touch my trailing stop until the price action does exactly that, until it clears lower structure to determine that the price action is ready to accept lower prices. And that's exactly what it does. Once it clears this area, I move my stop down. Once it clears this area, I move it down again. So I have natural defense in the market. Ultimately, I end up with my stop at 260, which is exactly where I stop out. The price action came down, it bounced back up, and it stopped me out here at 260, which ended up about 70 points on NASDAQ per contract. Now, normally that's a pretty awesome trade. I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy with the execution. It was a fantastic signal. It was a fantastic trade. I was happy with it until about 5 minutes after I exited the position. And this is why. This massive green move that was caused by Jerome Powell's comments on Jackson Hole right at 10 o'clock. Now, yes, I was out of the trade. Yes, I made a great amount of money. But coming from someone who's been relentlessly buying the dip and relentlessly longing now for about 9 weeks and not doing any shorting, I picked a heck of a time to take my first short position here as the price action on NASDAQ rocketed here from 23,253 all the way up into 642 for about 400 points. And that's the bitter part. However, in all seriousness, it was a fantastic trade, highlights the 3 C's perfectly, which is the whole point of having a system. If you have any other questions about this trade or any other trade, please let me know. Hit me up at optionsmillionaire2020@gmail.com. We do this stuff every day. This position was highlighted and entered live on the live stream here. You can go review the actual trade itself in the YouTube live, or you can come on and join the Discord and ask questions and be a part of a fantastic community. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm out. See you.